Okay, welcome to lesson 1.3, Infinite Limits, part 3 for Theorem 3. Okay, so we have here for the third theorem, we have two possible answers. We have, of course, the negative infinity and then positive infinity. Now, we can only say that the given limit of a function will be using an theorem 3 if the given limit is what? Addition, okay, or subtraction. Again, if the given is addition or subtraction, then the limit is, I will be using theorem 3. Okay, so don't be confused for each of the theorems. For theorem 2, yung gagamitin natin yung theorem 2 if the given is quotient. Now, if your theorem 3 will be used, then the limit of a function should be in addition or subtraction form. So don't be confused with which theorem are you going to use. Okay, now let's have the next one. Now, we can only say that the given is a positive infinity. Again, if we can only say that the given limit, the result of the given limit of f of x plus g of x as x approaches to a is equal to positive infinity if the limit of f of x is positive infinity and then your g of x is equal to c. It doesn't matter kung ano yung value ni c as long as there is a constant there. Okay? So, wala kasing restriction si Theorem 3 pagdating kay g of x. Unlike kanina kay Theorem 2, merong restriction. Kailangan si c, which is the f of x, should not be equal to 0. So, dito walang restrictions na magaganap. Okay, next. Magiging negative infinity lang yung limit of f of x plus g of x as x approaches to a if your f of x or the limit of f of x is negative infinity and then your limit of g of x is equal to c. Okay, I forgot something here. Wait lang, ha? This should be, kasi subtraction and addition, so meron to ditong minus sa baba. How will we read this one? It is not plus minus, ha? It's not how we read it. It means that the given of your function is either addition or subtraction. So f of x plus g of x or f of x minus g of x. That's how we read that one. Kasi sometimes there are some students who are confused. Positive or negative, no? If ganyan, pag operation siya, there is a two terms, tapos nasa gitna siya, then we read it as plus or minus. Okay? Anyway, so when can we apply this one? Again, if the given limit is in addition or subtraction form. Now, how are we going to, use this theorem? Now, let's have an example for this. Ayan. So, clear lang natin lahat. Ayan. So, we have here a limit of the quantity 2 plus 4 minus t plus 1 over t squared minus 4 as t approaches to 4 minus. Now, as you can see here, nilagay ko dito sa gilid yung yung theorems kasi baka makalimutan natin. At least we have here mga what do you call this the theorems na gagamitin natin in case lang makalimutan natin sila. Now, how can we determine if the f of x, kasi yung nakalagay dito no sa atin is yung f of x daw if positive or negative siya. Okay, so paano natin ma-identify if the given is a positive or a negative, the f of x is positive and negative infinity? Now, we will go back or we will recall the theorem 2. So, meaning may purpose pala si theorem 2, no? So, we will go back to theorem 2. Now, for theorem 2, we have here, again magiging positive infinity lang siya if the given is, c greater than 0 and your approach is 0 plus, or c is less than 0 and g of x is approaches to 0 minus. Magiging negative infinity naman siya if your c is greater than 0 and your g of x is approaches to 0 minus, or c is less than 0 and your g of x is approaches to 0 plus. Okay? So, recall lang natin si theorem 2 kasi ito yung gagamitin natin na theorem to find the f of x. Okay? Now, let's have here the example. Now, as you can see here in the example, wait lang. Okay, ayan. So, we have here, limit of 2 over 4 minus t plus 1 over t squared minus 4. That is the function. Now, we will be denoting 2 over this one as the f of x. Ayan. And this one naman will be the g of x. Okay. Again, the first term here will be the f of x and then the second term will be the g of x. Pero bago natin siya sagutan kung positive or negative infinity ba siya, unahin muna natin si f of x. Now, si f of x here, yung value niya is 2 over 4 minus t. Ayan. Okay. So, in this case, what are we going to do? Of course, balikan natin kung paano natin ginawa si Theorem 2. You can check the video, the other video clip in my YouTube channel wherein meron doon nakalagay part 2, okay? The Theorem 2. Anyway, so kung paano, kasi baka nakalimutan lang natin, ano? So let's have here, what would be the result here? So ito yung magiging f of x natin. Ano yung 2 dito? Is 2 greater than or less than 0? Okay. 2 is, very good, that is greater than 0. So 2 is greater than 0. Ayan. So 2 is greater than 0. Now, if 2 is greater than 0, then the C here is, okay, C is greater than 0. Next naman, C4 minus T. Now, if we will be substituting values of T, decreasingly kasi yung approach natin is to the left. Okay, so meaning the values of our T here, okay, yung T natin will be decreasing. Okay, decreasing or less than 4. So, sige daw, give me numbers that are decreasingly equal to 4. Decreasingly. Yeah, or less than 4. So, let's have, sige nga, x sub 1, we have what numbers? Okay, sabihin na natin 3. Okay, yan, 3. What else? 0. Okay, 0 will do. Okay, sige. Dalawa na lang yung ilagay natin kasi regardless kung ano yung sagot, they're just still the same. Okay? Sige. Ayan. I mean, the sign will just be the same. So, 4 minus 3. Kasi ito yung gagamitin natin na value, I mean, what do you call this? Expression or equation, ha? So, we have here 4 minus 0 as well. So, unahin natin to. This will become, ilan yung result? 1. Positive 1. Ito naman, ilan yung result? 4. So, as you can notice to the value, ano yung value natin? They are all positive. Very good. So, since they are all positive, therefore, yung 0, yung g of x natin dito sa baba will be, okay, very good, 0 plus. So, this is 0 plus. Kaya they are all positive. Okay. Now, since 0 plus siya, ayan. So, wait lang. 0 plus. Ayan. So, balikan natin yung Theorem 2. Okay. Kung balikan natin yung Theorem 2, saan dito yung merong C greater than 0? Ito. C is greater than 0. C is greater than 0. Okay. Next, yung sunod natin is si 0 plus. Saan dito yung may 0 plus? Ito. So, 0 plus. So, ano yung sagot? That is positive infinity. So, meaning yung result natin dito is positive infinity. So, lagay natin dito si f of x, yung first term is positive infinity. Ayan. Plus, okay, wag natin kalimutan kasi equation to, no? So, si g of x, paano ba natin kukunin si g of x? Dito si g of x, madali lang. You will just substitute kung ano yung value ni t dyan. Okay, so, g of x, lagay natin g of x. G of x is equal to 1 over t squared minus 4. Ayan. So what are we going to do here again? We will just substitute the value of your approach. Miss, dapat po ba decreasing, increasing, ganyan? Wag. Okay? So, kung ano yung value ni T dyan, yun yung isa-substitute. Bakit? Kasi, if you will substitute that one, merong result. Okay? Meron siyang result. So, hindi siya restricted. Okay? Gagamit lang tayo ng decreasing, increasing kung may restriction siya, or restricted number equation siya. Okay? So, since this is a rational function, substitute mo si 4, this will not become undefined. So, it's okay. Okay? So, sagutan natin. So, 1 over t squared. So, that is 4 raised to 2. Ayan. Minus, okay, minus 4. Ayan. So, medyo nahiwalay lang yung 1. Sige, natin kasi baka ma-confuse kayo bakit andun sa gilid. Ayan. So, sagutan natin. So, this will become, so 1, ayun sagot. 1 over 16 minus 4. Ilan? That is 12. Okay, kasi 4 times 4, 16. 16 minus 4, that is 12. So, the answer here is what? 1 over 12. Now, 1 over 12 is equivalent lang naman siya sa C. Diba? Ito yung C natin. So, i-add na lang natin dito yung C. So, plus C, or yeah, plus C, or 1 over 12, pareho lang sila, pero lagay na lang natin plus C para hindi masyadong confusing, kasi ito yung alam natin na ano. Pero again ha, you can also use the value of your g of x, or you can also use C kasi wala namang restriction, so it's okay. Again, it's okay. Miss, pwede po ba na yung g of x hindi na lang namin hanapin dito sa Theorem 3? Yes, pwede yon. Kasi regardless kung ano yung value dyan, constant pa rin siya. So, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so ayan. The result here, ayan yun. Yung yung limit of a function niya is, wait lang, erase natin to. The limit of a function here is positive infinity. Saan dito yung may positive infinity? Ito. Okay, so positive infinity. Okay. Tapos, yung g of x, c naman, so it's okay, it doesn't matter. So, the answer here is equal to positive infinity. So, lagay natin yung sagot. This is equal to positive infinity. To be honest, parang nag-ano ka lang, what do you call it, nag-a-add, no? Parang inad mo lang. Okay? Parang inad mo lang si positive infinity at saka si c. So, ayan. So, the result is positive infinity. Okay? So, ganun lang siya kadali. So, don't be confused. Okay? Sige. Now, let's have another, feeling ko meron ditong try this. Sige, sagutan natin yung try this kung meron ba. Ayan. So, ito yung try this natin. Ano to? Ay, theorem 4. Wala palang try this. Ito pala yung try this. Okay. So, ayan. For try this, ayan. We have here limit of the quantity 2, x over 2 minus x plus 1 over x plus 2. Again, kung ano yung operation na ginamit, yun yung gagamitin, or gagamitin natin for the entire limit. Kasi sometimes merong given na negative or minus, minus. So, minus talaga yung gagamitin natin, ha? Hindi yung nag-change. Okay? Kasi yung minsan, no, we are confused. For example, meron tayong given na yung operation ginamit is minus, then nakakalimutan natin. Yung ginagawa natin is we use the positive pa rin. So, don't be confused with that. Okay, sige. How do we answer this one? Lagyan lang natin to kasi nakalimutan ko na naman dito lagyan yung plus or minus yan. Ayan. So, we have here limit of 2x over 2 minus x plus 1 over x plus 2 as x approaches to 2 minus. Now, what are we going to do here? We will just look for the f of x. Again, yung f of x natin dito is Okay, ito. We will let this one as f of x. Okay, f of x to. And then the other one is the g of x. Ayan. Okay? So, unahin muna natin si f of x. So, lagyan lang natin ng equal dito para mamaya yung pag-conclude natin sa answers kung ano ba. Ha? So, unahin muna natin si f of x. F of x is equal to, ano yung natin? 2x over 2 minus x. Ayan. So again, pag ganito yung given, balikan natin si theorem 2. Now for theorem 2, yung una natin na gagawin is we have to, okay, look for the numerator, the value of your numerator. So 2 times, ilan yung approach? 2. So 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. And 4 is greater than 0. So our C here is greater than 0. Okay? Over, okay, wag natin kalimutan yung over na to. So, 2, sa g of x kasi may restriction, no? Kasi kung i-substitute natin si 2, magiging 0 siya. So, hanap tayo ng mga possible na mga values ni x na decreasing. Bakit siya decreasing? Because yung approach natin dito is 2 minus. So, to the left siya, to the left, to the left. Ayan. So, we have here, meaning the x here will be less than 2. Sige daw. What are the values of x that are decreasingly equal to 2? Sige, tayo ng mga values. X sub 1 is, sige, decreasing. So, 0. Sige, try natin si 0. Decreasing, ano pa? Negative. Try natin si negative. Negative 2. Kasi decreasing eh. Decreasing, so meaning pababa. Okay? So, ayan. Substitute natin. Ayan. 2 minus 0, ano yung result? That is 2 pa rin. Next, 2 minus negative 2. Okay? Okay. So, di ba? Subtraction, change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition, or i-multiply na lang natin siya. So, parang nagmo-multiply ka lang ng sign. So, 2 minus negative 2, the result here is what? Positive 4. Very good. Inad natin ha, kasi they are negative, so magiging plus siya. So, as you can see, this will become, yan na siya. So, as you can notice, ano yung mga answers niya? Decreasing, increasing, no? Pataas. So, meaning to say, the value of our g of x here is 0 plus. So, substitute na, ilagay natin yung value dito, 0 plus, 0 plus. Okay, over 0 plus. Okay, so recall natin ulit yung theorem 2 natin. So, yung C greater than 0, saan yung C greater than 0? We have here C is greater than 0. Wait lang. C is greater than 0. So, ito. Tapos, ito. Next naman, 0 plus. So, saan dito yung may 0 plus? Sa theorem 2 to ha? Baka malito kayo. So, we have here, ayan, 0 plus. So, ano yung result? Positive infinity. Very good. So, the result here is equal to positive infinity. Ayan. So, result natin dito, positive infinity plus, okay, si g of x naman. Hanapin natin si g of x. So, si g of x, ayan, we have here, g of x is equal to, sana yan? 1 over x plus 2. Ayan. So, substitute natin again the value of our approach. What is the approach? Positive 2. Okay, so balikan natin na. Ito ha. Baka ano niyo. Ayan. Ito yung approach natin. Ito. Baka makalimutan niyo. So, ayan. So, 2. This will become 1 over value of x, that is 2 plus 2, that is 1 over 4. So, may result tayo, no? So, that is a constant. So, therefore, plus C natin dito, plus C. So, saan dito yung unahin natin dito sa ano? Ayan. Ayan. So, yung una natin, positive infinity. So, ito siya si positive infinity. Tapos si C naman natin dito, that is a constant, it's okay. So ano yung result natin? Okay, it's positive infinity. So yung sagot natin ulit dito is positive infinity. So ganun lang. So that is the final answer. So ganun lang, ha? So don't be confused with this theorem. So yun lang.